So I just got my hands on DCS, that's Digital Combat Simulator, and I spent a little time setting up some of the controls the other night just to get everything all set up. I got the F-15C Eagle, and this is, you can kind of think of it like a military combat game similar to War Thunder, but instead of, you know, older planes up through, say, the Vietnam era, and instead of being more like a mouse and keyboard game, this is really like full-on simulation, and it has a lot more modern jets, as you can see. So it gets pretty intense and in-depth at times. And the F-15 is a little bit of an easier plane to fly, so I picked up the model. They were having a sale for like $7 or something like that. So we can go straight to the missions that I've created. We're probably not really going to bother with any like missiles or anything like that. I mean, we might, but my hope is that I can kind of try and use guns on them. I'm sitting here in the F-15C right now, the F-15 Eagle. We can take a look at it outside. I really personally like the F-15. It's a beautiful plane. Like, for being honest, it's a good looking plane. I like it a lot. And then back in the cockpit. And there's a lot of instrumentation here that I had to spend a good deal of time learning. So I'm just going to briefly cover that, just so that some of this stuff makes sense. We've got our radar B-scope down here. And this is kind of like searching and seeing if I can find a target. And what I'm really doing with this is I'm changing like the range at which I'm searching, the elevation at which I'm searching, and I'm moving this back and forth, gonna try and lock someone up if I see their signature on radar. Once I lock them up, I can get a little more information about them and see them like on my HUD here. And I'm carrying various kinds of missiles that I can shoot at them if I decide to actually engage at longer range or beyond visual range, what's called BVR. If they're a little bit closer and I can actually see them out my cockpit, then, you know, I can just switch to cannons and I can shoot some guns at them. Or I might fire a shorter range missile that just doesn't need a radar lock. It can just fire and it can follow their heat signature, a heat-seeking missile, like an AIM-9 Sidewinder. The other screen down here is our RWR, or Radar Warning Receiver. And this is kind of like there are sensors all over the plane that can tell if I'm being hit by a radar beam. And if I am, it'll kind of show the direction that that's coming from, roughly. And you can think of this as like me in the middle here with that little plus or that cross. And it's kind of like a 360-degree view around me. So if I was getting hit by someone's radar from behind, it would show that behind that cross, or below it, I guess. And in front of it or above it, that would be like directly in front of me. So just a few things there to kind of help you orient and make a little bit more sense of the video. And there we have the first RWR hit, and that tells me that there's something a little bit to my right, just off in front of me. And one thing to note is it does not really give you a ton of information about how close it is or the direction that it's heading. But it does help me try and then move over here to my B-scope and try and lock it up. And so when I just switched here, I can now see that little blip there. That's the hostile, and he's moving towards me, and I can lock him. And now I can look up here and get some information about when I can fire, as long as I maintain lock. Box 3. Let's follow it. Ouch. Nice. We're probably not really going to bother with any like missiles or anything like that. For whatever reason, and it might be the settings that I start with, the F-15 really just does not have a lot of fuel unless you have drop tanks, which are these guys out here. See that big thing that looks like a bomb? It's actually the fuel tank, external fuel tank here. And so what I will do is I will just jettison that before I get into a fight because it actually produces a lot of drag. So we'll go ahead and get that out of here. Drop those tanks, man. Get those fat boys out of here. And I kind of know where these guys are. Like, I imagine it would be a lot harder. Like, I actually think it probably would border on not even fun, like trying to pick up contacts on radar when like you just do not know where the heck they are. Like, I built this mission specifically for like just trying to mess around, get familiar with the radar, try and get better at dogfighting and putting guns on target. So now I can throttle up. That might help in a fight. Right now I'm flying on a Cytec flight yoke, which just feels wrong. But it's the only thing I've got, and I don't want a mouse and keyboard this sucker, so you know it works better than nothing. It just, I feel a little disrespectful flying the F-15 with a yoke. Oh, now I got him. So there's the MiG-29. And you know what? Let's actually switch to cannons. This whole map was, and this whole little training mission, if you will, was pretty much built so that I could practice like dogfighting, really, and practice getting the systems to work too. Like practice locking up the target, firing missiles, but I just want to dogfight right now. Since these guys aren't gonna shoot me out of the sky with any Fox 2s or nothing, I don't have to worry about that. I'll just dogfight them. Turning. Oh, I got super slow. Man. Just gotta dump my nose down to the ground and see if I can recover the aircraft right now. Not doing a great job of evading me. I'm pretty much in lag pursuit at this moment. Just look. So I'm like trying to pull enough lead that I can get him, and I'm not the best shot. But these are, oh, they're going. There we go. Got him. Got his right engine. Is that a splash or no? Get that high. There we go. Splash one MiG! Yes! Oh man, that's a good feeling. I did not think I was going to be able to pull that off. That was kind of fun.
Left engine fire.
What was that? Did he shoot me?
Fire. Left engine fire.
Left engine fire?
Left engine fire. Left engine fire.
Bro.
Hold
on.
Left engine fire. Left
he shot
engine
me.
Fire. Left engine fire.
All right,
left
well.
Engine fire. Left engine fire.
So that was what I might describe as less than ideal. Let's hit him in the face with the Sidewinder. Oh, he's flaring. Oh, but it got him. Here we go. We're closing in on him. I'm really fast. I'm definitely gonna overshoot him. Oh, he's pulling up pretty hard. Ah, I didn't pull enough lead there. Dang. We gotta pull up hard. And I hit the ground, yep. I wasn't really expecting to hit him, but it would have been kind of cool if I did. I know I'm over G, but I gotta pull up or else I'm gonna hit the ground. Yep. Okay. What is that, like the third time that I've just... He's got a terrain kill?